Hi everyone, welcome back. Welcome to Pinktober. This is a breast cancer awareness collaboration hop for the month of October, and it is hosted by Roots Inkwell. Please go over, I put her information in the description box, and go over and check her out and see what she is doing. She put a call out in September for Pinktober, and I love challenges, collaborations. I'm all about supporting people, and I thought this would be a good cause. I don't plan on talking too much about why it's important to get checkups. I don't plan on telling you that you should do it because you're an adult. Maybe if you're under the age of 18, then make sure you tell your parents to get checkups. We want our mom, dad, sisters, aunts, whoever, cousins, brothers, uncles, nieces, we want them to be around for a very, very long time. So it's very important to get a checkup for whatever. It doesn't have to be if you feel a lump in your breast. It can be if you feel lumps or bumps anywhere. You have a tickle in your throat. Cancer is not racist. It is not sexist. It is not even ageist. It goes from newborn to old as dirt. And some of us know that old as dirt can be as early as 40, 50, 60, or it can be 100. So, if you can, go get checked out. So anyway, what I thought I would do is run my mouth a lot, right? I thought I would use this Bella Flori. Our only responsibility is to create something, usually using mostly pink. And so I thought that I would start off with something simple, which is to make some cards, of course, because I love making cards. Honestly, I do. And I've gotten a little bit better over the time that I've been doing cards, so it makes me excited to make cards, and I think this is a good cause. And I love argyle. I never told you all that. I don't think I have, but I love argyle, and so this is what we're going to be using. It's going to be some simple cards. We're just going to take these and make some card fronts out of this. Something quick and easy, something simple, something cute. And what I have been trying to tell myself to do is not be such a chicken when it comes to making things like that. To just go for it, take a leap of faith and jump into it. But I am a chicken. Nonetheless, I am a chicken when it comes to a lot of things. But this is all about having fun and crafting. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pause the camera. I'm going to pull out some card bases, and I'm going to measure those sizes, and then I'm going to cut these out, and then we'll be almost done. I'm going to do a little bit of contrasting colors. Even though it's going to be all pink, I will do a little bit of contrast. I don't want it to be 100% pink. So let me just cut some paper, and when I come back, we'll have papers cut, stamps out, ready to get stamping. Okay, so we're back. I have paper cut, and I chose to use this one, and this kind of looks like bathroom towel. Which is cool. So all I did was I cut this down 5 by 4. In case you're wondering, these are some prefabricated cards, I believe, already. And I probably got this in a card stack from Tuesday morning. I am going to be using some washi as well as a stamp. I'm going to be using that bicycle stamp that I got in a D-stash from Shoe Princess. I think she has a number behind her name, 41, 51, I don't know. I hate to mess up people's YouTube channel, but she's been destashing a lot of stuff that's awesome, great prices. But I am choosing to try and not buy a lot of stuff, because I'm moving, and packing up a lot of craft stuff is not great. I'm going to be using this washi tape, and I'm going to be using this flower pattern. I've used this flower pattern in a project before. It comes with this flower pattern as well as this ticket. And you all know that I made an announcement to the world that I'm going to try a junk journal before the year's over. So I'm definitely going to need some random stuff. So now what I'm going to do is, because I never pulled out another tape runner, I'm not going to use that other paper I pulled out on this. I'm just going to use these right here. And I wish I had a pink ink dauber, but you know, I don't. Not handy, at least. Not where it should be. So I'm going to take a marker, because you know you can do that from time to time. And this is a Memento marker that I got in somebody's D-stash. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run this around the edges just like that. I hope you guys are having an awesome beginning to your October. My October is going to be super busy. I have a huge engagement going on this month, and I have another more important engagement, which is my little roommate's second birthday. Now, let me tell you something. And Halloween is coming, right? Halloween is not a major holiday in my book. It's just something to have fun, buy candy, eat a lot of candy, give candy out. But I haven't been giving candy out. I live upstairs, as I've told you all before, if you've been watching the channel for a while. And I don't trust people knocking on my door at night. I live I live in a decent area, but I live in the back of a, that sounds really bad. See, I am so crooked. Look at that. I live in the back of an apartment complex. And it's well lit, but it's not well lit enough. It's not in the front. It's not right across the street from police. My neighbors used to be police officers, and I felt so safe. But they moved. His wife was pregnant, and so they moved. And they left me all alone. My new neighbors I know nothing about, but they have a doggy, which excites my son a lot. So I'm just going to put this marker up, and I've already wrote on myself. So, happy Pinktober. Okay. And I meant that in a joking way, not a bad way. Can you use these markers to ink with? It's a dual marker. I know nothing about Memento. Yeah, I'm going to try to stamp with that. Let's see how that works. So I have no idea what I'm making besides a card with some washi tape. And I want to just put this on here just like that. That's almost straight. That is almost the straightest I've done something in a long time. Excuse the camera shaking, please. I'm going to pull out this tear tape. I love tear tape. I did not know what tear tape was until maybe 3 or 4 months ago. They had it on sale at, no, maybe longer than that. Since April, maybe. I bought some, but I never used it, because that's what crafters do, right? Especially if you're a new crafter, you kind of buy things to try out. And I have bought a few things that I definitely do not like. I think it's a waste of my money, a waste of whoever created its time. So I just didn't like it. And other things I've purchased that I didn't think I was going to like, and I was just checking it out, are amazing. So I guess these cards are going to be like twin cards. They're going to be almost identical, but because they're handmade, they are going to be a bit off, which is a-okay with me. I hope that's okay with you all. And I am just putting this on here. I went to the grocery store today because I was supposed to get groceries, and I got in the store and I was so overwhelmed by the crowd. I was overwhelmed by the crowd. I was overwhelmed by the rudeness of the people. And I was at, I went to a few stores today. The first store was a children's clothing store, and my little one was running all over the place. Which I try not to be such a helicopter mom, but I don't want him to run all over the place either. I think that when people let their kids do that, it's not good. That's just my opinion. You know, you can believe whatever you want. I don't think you should take your children somewhere for someone else to babysit them unless you're dropping them off at the babysitters. So I don't want somebody else trying to corral my son. That's my responsibility. And if people have kids, grandkids, whoever they're with, they should, you know, because he knocked something down. I was like, you know, pick it up, please. And he, for the most part, responds to English commands. And I always say that he doesn't speak English because, you know, he's still learning how to use his words. He's still learning how to string words along to make them sentences. And I'm still deciphering some of the things that he says. But the daycare that they go to, which they call it like a little school, which is fine, is awesome in my opinion. They do great with the kids. All the kids, you know, you can see that they're blossoming and blooming into future little prospective human beings. Now it's crooked. Now that's more like me, right? It is definitely crooked. But we're going to keep it. I don't think I'm going to do anything vulgar on the cards. I do have some jewelry that I made in the past for the month of October that said say the tatas. And I won't be doing that this time around. I won't be doing any thing like that. Even though saving the tatas is important, I won't be broadcasting that on YouTube because I don't want anybody to get offended. I'm struggling right now. If you saw my thumb, I do apologize for it. It is looking quite gross. My son even said, uh-oh, you have a, basically he said, uh-oh, you have a boo-boo. And then he proceeded to do this to it. So I screamed, yep, because it hurt. The next time I sit down at my desk, I'm going to have some type of ink pad to do something with. I'm glad I didn't put that on the wrong side. I would have been upset with myself, but I didn't. So one card, I don't know what that is. Glue? Why are you doing this to me? Don't do that to me, glue. Thank you. One side of the card is going to fold open like this, I think. It's going to fold up. And the other card is going to be the traditional way, like this. I am going to try to make a, well, now that if you're watching and you make YouTube videos, and if you post on Instagram, or if you have a Facebook group, or if you just want to do it and you put your picture somewhere that I know nothing about, I would like to know if you would like to do a card challenge with me. It's not really a challenge, but it is a challenge. You don't have to send me any of your cards, but you have to post what you make. I saw Paige from Stamp Girl. I know that she does it with Peggy. I know that they do, what is the word I'm looking for? Let me think about it and I'll come right back. I think it's like they do monthly card challenges where they have to do like a certain element. And that's what I really want to do. I am not that great at more advanced card making, and I want to get better at it. So I'm asking you all if you're interested and you want to do that next year, not this year. I can't take on any more on my plate. It's already overflowing. And I am packing up things, so I don't want to continuously say, ooh, that would be great for this project. Ooh, that would be great for that project. I kind of just want to make it out of Mississippi. That's my goal now, is to make it out of Mississippi without hurting anyone or being hurt by anyone. Anyone else, I guess you could say. Excuse the camera from shaking. But if you want to do that, and the challenge would not just be to make cards, it would be to use certain layouts. I've seen people do layout challenge cards before. All we would do is make a card a month, or maybe 2 cards. I don't know. One card is enough, really, with a certain layout. And you would just, this Memento ink is not working for me. I think I'm going to have to bust out the archival ink. Let me see. There we go. I'm trying to get that heart and it's not working. But we're going to work on it anyway. And I am going to stamp right on the paper. So we're going to put that to the side. And I'm going to stamp right onto the paper because I like stamping on, which you can't always see, but I do like stamping on pattern paper. For whatever reason, it makes me happy. It gives me a little bit of excitement, and I don't know. Let me know what you all think. Take joy in the journey. That is something definitely to be joyful about. And since I'm not using my stamping tool, which I should have used, there we go. I was going to say I didn't want to screw it up by doing a double image or anything like that. So that is beautiful in my opinion. And right now, no one else is in the room, so I'm the only one that kind of counts. And on this one, we're going to just put this right in the middle. And I am going to glue some hearts on here. And then on the inside, I'm going to take those roses right here. I think I may use this, but I think I have another one that's more solid that I think would look a lot better on there than those. So we'll see. I have things planned out. I've pre-cut, pre-embossed a few things, but I need to figure out how to use them before I just jump on here and like, yeah, look, this is what we're going to be making, and then it's all screwed up. I don't want to screw it up. That's always my goal, not to screw it up. I don't mind looking foolish, but I don't want to screw things up. So I'm not sure if you consider those to be the same thing, but I don't consider looking foolish to be the same as screwing things up. Because sometimes you're going to look foolish no matter what. People will always judge you. And that's a fact, Jack. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to embellish the card just a smidgen because, you know, I work in simplicity. Because I think that anyone can do what I do. You just got to put your mind to it and stay faithful and true to yourself when it comes to crafting. I got this in a box from Peachy Cheap, even though it says Shamil. And I think this, yep, American Crafts. So if you're interested, that's where it came from. I think I got it in a grab box bag of assorted things. So now what I'm going to use is this glue. And you probably haven't seen the video yet. Maybe you have, I don't know. But if you haven't, I made a video about glue transfer, which is nothing major. It's just something I wanted to try out. And before I go any further, I am going to round my edges. I should have rounded the edges on the pink card stock first, but I didn't. Or the pattern paper. Because it's fairly flimsy, so it's really not cardstock. And I do not like when I make cards that have round and pointy circles. I'm not sure. You know, I told you that I had a case of having to have things a certain way, OCD, but it's not diagnosed OCD, so it's not real OCD. It's just myself giving myself something that I shouldn't even want to have. But nonetheless, I have said that I am a person that likes things a certain way, and that is definitely one thing that I don't like. I guess if I do not like pointy edges on rounded paper, just so you know, it's not normal for me to do that kind of stuff. But we're going to stick with it, and you know, every lady likes bling, right? So we're going to use some bling. Not a lot of bling, because this is just a little card, and I usually leave my insides blank, and that is no different than today. But I am going to use some washi tape, and I wanted, yep, I thought I had some washi that would do well on this card. I think I'm going to use this bicycle pattern. I used this in another card already. It is the washi tape. Actually, I'm not going to use that bicycle pattern. Why be so cliche, Brandy? Step out on faith and do something totally different than what you would normally do. And this is definitely not something I would normally do. This is like a rose gold color, and I think that that would look awesome on these cards. And I am just going to put a small strip because I am finding more ways to use my washi. And look at this. This rose gold color is crappy when it comes to this, like the gold foiling. If you can see, it's pulled up some. And I know that people were complaining about their tape, the tape from Hobby Lobby having that problem, but even this gold foiling on here sometimes does the same thing. So I'm not sure if it's the gold foiling, if it's just rush, get this product out, or what. But you know what? We're still going to use it. It's like patina. I'm not sure if you've ever watched American Pickers, but that's what they say. I like the patina on it. So we've just given our cards some patina. And I've made a video before this one, and I talked a lot as well. I need to stop talking so long about randomness and try to create my project a lot quicker. So there we go. And I think the beauty of making simple cards like this is that they are simple and easy to do and fun. I always have fun when I create cards because it gives me a chance to do something that I like to do. I get to think outside the box a little bit. When it comes to making cards, then that is definitely crooked. I got to work on that because I do want to sell, not these cards right here, but in the future I want to sell my products. So it's definitely crooked. I do have some things to alleviate crookedness, but I didn't use it this time around, but I will be using it in the future. And I pull that tape up. So I'm going to again and try it. This time I'm going to put it right on the edge though. Because putting stuff on the edges is a lot easier to make sure it's not as crooked. I'm not sure if you have state fairs here. When I was growing up and I lived in Brenham, Texas with my mom, we had state fair. I remember one time going to the state fair, and you know, kids are always going to be what they are, which is kids. I wanted to win something, and that's back in the day when state fairs was still cool. Now they're probably more about profit versus, you know, making sure that everyone's having a good time. Of course, they're going to make sure you have a good time because they want your money and they want you to repeat. But that's, you know, back in the day when things were like $1.50, very inexpensive. And we won this Coke bottle. And inside the Coke bottle it had these little sprigs that come out. Not sure why I'm telling you all this right in the middle of making a card, but oh, because they're having a state fair here, which is going to be pretty fun. We went last year. My little one was not quite one yet, so he didn't know what was going on. I had gave him some cotton candy, and he was kind of like, what is this? He still does that now. To this day, he still, when he feels something different, and that's why I always try to give him textured things, because you don't want your kids only eating chicken nuggets unless that's all they can eat. And this is what I'm going to put on this side. And anyway, back to when I was growing up in state fairs. It was just a lot different, I think. A lot more fun. I'm quite sure there were crazy people out there, but you didn't hear about them as often as you do now. And if rides broke down, they broke down and no one died. That's, you know, back then a lot of people cared more about their product, their end result, their thing that they wanted people to see and do and be proud of. Kind of now we're just kind of like, oh well, as a world, as a nation, as a country, we some of us don't take pride in everything we do like we should. And some people are okay with that. I have coworkers that are like that. They're kind of like, well, I've been doing this for so long. And I always say, just because you've been doing it for so long doesn't make it right. It's taken me a long time to make 2 little cards. I think that if I pause and not talk as long, it's okay. But I think I'm going to finish this under my normal time of 33 minutes and 10 seconds. What an odd combination of numbers for timing. All right. So there we have that. And that's how this one looks, which is very pretty. I put that heart in there because of that. And now we're going to just put some purple on there. But that looks blue to me. It was. And we're going to use this glue, this awesome little glue thing that I have constructed. I really didn't construct it. I'm going to put it on here because that's just safer. And drop it down. I think I put too much on there because I had some seepage. And I don't want to put another pink. I do not think that pink on pink on pink looks all that great. So I'm trying to make sure I get some purples, some different colors. If you have a Michael's near you and they have those rhinestones that they usually sell, you know, they're probably going to start selling it. They already have them out for Halloween, but I would recommend grabbing a bag or 2 or 3 or 4 when they go on clearance, because those things, in my opinion, are very good to buy. I am going to put this pink on here because it's deeper. Let's see if it looks okay. No, it doesn't. I asked my little one if he loved me. He was like, no. A long time ago, I don't know if I told y'all this, and if I did, I apologize. I had made, what did I make? Some pasta, hot, it was pasta, because I told you I think I'm Italian. Some pasta, and he was tearing it up, and I was like, is it good? He was like, no. I said, do you want some more? He was like, no. So, you know, little kids don't. He doesn't know that he's saying no to mommy like that, which is okay. No big deal. I mean, I didn't get upset about it. I just thought it was funny. And his dad was like, he just tell you no? And he was happened to be here. I think he was here. I'm not sure. I can't remember. He's not here so often. I'm going to do a different color now just because why not? Why not? I'm going to do yellow. I love playing with this. I do enjoy this so much. I hope that you've enjoyed watching this video, and I hope you go and check out what the other people who are participating in Pinktober have done. I have so much more to create and bring to you and show you. It's going to be fun. Even if it's not the month of October, I still will be showcasing my crafts the rest of the year, even if I am crafting out a bucket, because I know that some people don't even have a bucket to craft out of, which makes me even more humble and grateful that I've been blessed with what I've been blessed with. Of course, there are people that are out there that have more than I do, but I'm okay in my craft range right now, what I have. Because I could have nothing, but I don't. I have something. Even if it's not a lot, even if it's a little, it's still more than the next person, you know. So that is what we have created. I hope that you have enjoyed this little journey that we're on, because we are going to take joy in that journey. And so I've just did something very simple. Took some white card bases, put a topper on there, put this yellow or gold on there. Inside is blank, and at the bottom I have rose gold hearts. And on this one, I have it this way. I think I like cards that fold this way more than the other way. When I see these kind of cards, I think of money cards. But anyway, that's just me. And I work it in odds because someone said odds look better than evens. And I try to make these different sizes as well. And this also says take joy in the journey. And inside, my washi is still crooked, but we're going to leave it alone. And that's what we've created for the first installment of Pinktober, which is for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Please go and get checked if you haven't been checked, if you're the age that you need to get checked for. Happy crafting!